WW HVAC people? It's your boy Walt Washington here, watching the AC and heating. Been busy. Haven't been making a bunch of videos here lately for several reasons. One, I just been busy, mind focused on starting my own business, and still working full time for the company that I'm with. But been working with some residential home warranty companies, thumbtack, keeping me real busy, and really Google ads. People been finding me on Google ads, but been busy like every day after working on the weekends. Has an evaporator changed out. Right now I'm finna run a call on get a capacitor. I went to the guy house yesterday and I used one of them Turbo 200 universal capacitor. It was a 45.5. I didn't have it on my truck. He had a 55.5 that he was trying to get me to put on it, but I was like, no, I gotta get the right one. So but I'm gonna go get my Universal Turbo 200 back. So I'm gonna run to the supplies real quick, and I'm gonna buy two. One to put on his unit and one to put back on my truck, or just one for a spare, just in case I need it in the future. But now everything been good. You know, like I say, I'm putting myself in a position to succeed. I always say, take advantage of the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity. Like I say, a lot of people just contacted me. And when I say take advantage of the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity, I'm saying it to say this: you got to put yourself in position to do that. It takes steps, little baby, small steps, and a lot of this stuff dating back when I first signed up for the HVAC school I went to, and I got my foot in the door from HVAC school just far as I was doing Hurricane Katrina at the time, and they had this thing called Project Rebuild, where they pretty much just paid for our tuition to go to this class. It was a quick 2 months rush through. We had a little shop work, but didn't learn much at all. But I took advantage of that opportunity. And a couple years later, that's when I finally got an HVAC job. But even when I first got the opportunity to work for an HVAC company, I took advantage of every training they had, any extra work I took, overtime I learned. So when the 4 or 5 year requirement to get my contractor license, I was prepared for it. See, I'm taking advantage of the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity. Because you can have an opportunity present itself, but you're not qualified for it. And like I say, with that being said, like even with my contractor license, that's how I get on with the home warranties. Even Amazon, you gotta install a mini split for Amazon. I think they charge like $1,600, but the customer buy the little mini split, and all I'm doing is going to hook it up. I done installed tons of mini splits, you know, with the company that I'm with, but I only get paid. It don't take long at all. It's a pre-charged unit. It take maybe 4 or 5 hours at the most. So, but in that 4 or 5 hours, my company might pay me $200, if that, you know, for a day's worth of work. But I can make that $1,600, and I gotta get Amazon 20% of that, you know. so it's like $1,300. But I can make that $1,300 for myself and get all that pretty much. And on top of that, I leave the customer my business card, and I'm recommend that they get a maintenance once or twice a year. Extra money, you know, anywhere between $85 and $125 to do that, you know. But I'm making the opportunity also, you know. But I'm taking advantage of the opportunity. Like I say, when I get my contractor license, door just open. Okay, now I'm qualified to work for Amazon. I'm qualified to run home choice warranty calls. I'm taking advantage of the opportunity. You know, you got to create opportunities. I don't want to get off subject, but one guy left a comment. Young guy left a comment. Washington AC and heating. One guy left a comment. Young guy, I think he said 18 years old, and he wants to get. He said he was looking forward to seeing some of my videos, and I think he said, I can't read it verbatim, but he said something to the effect, you know, he just starting out in HVAC. It's good to see a black man in HVAC and in this white man's world. Glad to see the young brother and getting into HVAC and got his mind on starting a career. But it's only one thing, because I used to think like this when I was 18, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old when I was young. I had to change. You got to change that thinking right there, period. And this story goes to where, as far as the white man world mentality, first you got to get your, you gotta just change that thinking. You know, it's your world. But it's this story. It was this guy. He was working. It's my turn. It was the guy who was working at the computer, and his young son. He was trying to get this assignment done. His young son wanted to play with him. Hey, Daddy, come play. And he was trying to type this paper. And his young son just kept nagging him. Hey, Daddy, come on, play. So his daddy thought of an idea. He seen this newspaper with a world on it. You know, the world like Africa, Asia, all the continents, United States. It's a globe. So he took the paper and he tore it up in a whole bunch of little pieces like a puzzle. And he told his son, okay, and he figured, so he told his son, once you put this world back together, and Dad will play with you. So 2 minutes later, a couple minutes later, the son came back and said, hey Dad, I got the world all put back together. Let's play now. And the father was puzzled, like, wow, how did you do that so fast? I tore it up in like hundreds of pieces. He was like, well, Dad, on the back side, it was a man. So he put the man together. Then we turned it over, the world was put together. So the moral of the story is, though, if you put yourself together first, if you put the man together first, your world will come together. So man, it's your world. It's what you make it. It's whatever you make it to be. You know, you get up every day, work on yourself, whatever you think, you know, stopping you from doing something, or if you think somebody stopping you from doing something, just try to sit back and just think, just think, how can you change this? How can you rearrange it? Just get better. Even if you feel you got to work 3 times harder, work 5 times harder than the next man. Ain't no wrong with that. If you want to compete. Just be better. I don't care who it is. Look at them like competition, but get yourself together first. You got to read. If you want to get an HVAC trade, you got to be the best at it, man. Just try to be the best. You ain't necessarily got to be the best, because like I say, HVAC got tons of different pieces of equipment and troubleshooting, this stuff that you have to learn. And from a scale to like 1 to 1,000, as far as the knowledge of HVAC, I'm like way down here. But it's tons of growth. My wife always say, why you always studying even when you're not at work? Because I constantly want to get better. So even when I'm working with the company, just because I get off of work and not getting paid, don't mean that I'm necessarily off the clock. Because now it's time to work on myself. You gotta work on yourself 10 times harder than you working at your job. Cause it's you. You know, you gotta be able to build yourself. So I mean, I don't want to make no long this video. I'm finna run in here and get these capacitors, go change them out. Like I say, hopefully I can get some footage of me working today, because I gotta go troubleshoot a no cooling call for the home warranty company too. It's down in it's about 25 miles away too. So maybe I can get some footage of that. I don't know what the homeowner is gonna let me, but I spoke with him earlier. He said his compressor not turning on, so might be a change out, might be a capacitor, I don't know, but we grinding for to go make a little money. Watching the AC and heating. I say got the shirts done. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Washing AC and heat.